do a one-off in Spanish for Telemundo. And
yeah, is that okay? We can do two of them? Okay, we'll do one off
when he
after
comes
this
back,
with you.
tell him we'll do a one-off for that.
Okay, so we'll do you next.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Get out of the way.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, is everyone ready?
Say your name and spell
Sure.
it, please.
Yep. I'm Deanna Harrington. That's Deannna. Last name Harrington. I'm a PIO for Arvada Fire, and yep. Actually, I put it on you. I'd like to introduce to you our Deputy Chief Matt Ogier, who's going to provide you with some details about this incident. Our information is not complete yet, and investigation is just beginning. And once we have the ability to get some approval from all the authorities that are involved, we'll try to get you guys a little bit closer. But I'll turn over to Matt.
And spell first and last name, please.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Matt Ogier, Mattosier. I'm the operations chief for Arvada Fire.
If you can walk us through what happened, please.
Sure. Approximately 9:30 this morning, Arvada Fire was notified of an aircraft emergency in the area, 62nd and Carr. We arrived to find what appears to be a small engine fixed wing aircraft down in the front yard of a residence. There was a fire present on the aircraft itself, with a few people around with injuries. I don't know how many people were in the aircraft, but we did transport 4 patients with various injuries to local hospitals.
Can you tell us, did the aircraft say that they were having problems before it began to come down?
I have no information on what transpired before we got here. Yeah.
Once the fire began on the ground, were there anybody else impacted around, like in the house, because of the fire and the flames, or is that something you're looking into?
So there was no fire impingement on any of the structures around the aircraft. Like I said, we transported 4 personnel. I have no idea if they were passengers in the aircraft or if they were bystanders.
Can you tell us their condition when you transported them?
Various level of injuries. At this time, I don't have an update on their condition.
How old were the children?
I'm not sure if there were children aboard or not. I have no information on the patients at all.
What else can you tell us about what happens now in terms of what fire does at the scene? We see them spraying stuff on the ground out there.
Sure. In addition to putting out the fire, we have our hazmat crews on scene because with aircraft comes fuel associated with that we're dealing with as well. And then in addition to that, we're just securing the scene and making way for our investigators as well as the NTSB.
Can you tell us what the most difficult challenge is when coming up on a plane crash like this, what you guys have to deal with when you arrive on the scene?
Obviously the challenges associated with the fire, but also the life safety hazard, as we're trying to get account for how many people are involved and making sure that we have everyone accounted for. That's probably our biggest challenge.
And Deputy Chief, when your guys arrived, did you pull them out of the crash, or were they already outside of the crash itself?
I arrived after the first 2 units arrived, so I'm unclear if they were near the crash or if they were away from it at this time.
Can you describe their injuries?
Various levels of injuries is what I've been told. I don't have any updates on their condition.
What?
That I don't know for sure.
Can you confirm it looks like there may have been a clipped tree or a balance some yards east, some 100 yards east?
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be an extensive investigation. We do see some areas down there that look like they could be damaged, but I'm unsure of how far the investigation is going to go with that. Yeah.
People inside the home have to leave or anything, or can they stay put?
That I don't know yet. Once the NTSB gets here and we have a discussion with their investigators and ours, I'm sure we'll determine that. So.
Are you saying that you can't confirm that there might be more than 4 people? Can you just talk about that again? You mentioned that at the top.
No, I'm sorry. There's confirmed. We transported 4 patients. Yeah,
Okay.
unknown on their condition.
And that was the total number of the people in the aircraft.
Not sure if they were involved, if they were in the aircraft, or if they were bystanders around. So I'm unsure of who was in the aircraft and who wasn't. So,
You know where the plane was going?
I don't have any information on their flight plan at all. Not at this time.
Do you know if this is a flight path at all for airplanes? Do they usually fly over this area, or is that something you can answer?
I can't speak to that this time. Yeah, not sure.
Did you get any notice prior to it going down that there might be trouble? Did anyone get a chance to talk to you before this?
The first notification we got was that there was an aircraft emergency in this area, and that's all the notice that we got from the fire department. Yeah.
Fire started after it went.
That I'm unsure of. I just know that it was on fire when we arrived on scene.
So as you can tell, we're still gathering a lot of information. We don't have answers to all these many questions. We're still trying to understand what might have happened here. So we will reach back out when we have more information and keep you posted. Thank you.